Hola, buenos dias, bienvenido to our third recipe from Spain. And actually it's not just one recipe today, it's 3 in 1. Because one of the things that Spain is most famous for are its tapas. The tapas you find on top of bars from throughout the country, usually with a piece of bread, and you have them with your drink. So what we're going to do today is 3 very simple, very easy tapas, which you've maybe had before, but certainly you'll see in tapas bars and tapas restaurants in the UK, in Europe and in Spain itself. So the first recipe we're going to do is chorizo. You hopefully will recognize that, a spicy Spanish sausage. And we're going to do our chorizo in red wine with some honey. So it's very simple. All we really need is some onion, some garlic, sliced chorizo, red wine. I've got a rioja here, and some honey. That's all we need for that one. The second is garlic prawns, which again very popular. So I've got some prawns here, and I'm going to cook them in olive oil, again with garlic and some cayenne chili, dried cayenne chili. That's all you need for that. And then the third is even easier. That's padron peppers, which are these small Spanish green peppers. And all we're going to do with those literally is fry them in some olive oil, and then we add a little bit of salt. Rock salt is even better for these. So a very simple set of ingredients to the 3 very simple tapas recipes. So the equipment we need today is a chopping board, a knife, a wooden spoon, a frying pan or saute pan, and a spatula. Okay, so our 3 tapas. So our first dish we're going to start with is the chorizo, because that takes slightly longer. So I'm going to add my onions, some garlic, and my chorizo to a pan, which has got some olive oil in it. Stir them around to coat the chorizo with a little of the oil, but it will also give out its own oil as it's cooking, and it will also give out some red colouring as well, which is, these are hot spicy chorizo as well, so it should have quite a kick. And all we do now is add some red wine and some honey, as much as honey as you like, really depends how sweet you like it. And that's our dish. Not ready yet because we've got to heat it up and let the chorizo warm up, but that's all we need to do. So let's swap, and we'll do our prawns next. So this is prawns and garlic. So we add our garlic to the pan, and we also add a couple of peppercorns, these little dried cayenne peppers, which are very hot, so just a couple of those in the pan. And then our third final dish is our padron peppers. So again, some oil in the pan, and we simply add our peppers to the pan, and really there's nothing much more to it than that. So we're going to let those cook for about, fry for about 4 or 5 minutes in the oil. We're going to let this warm through for 4 or 5 minutes in the pan, and as soon as this oil is hot enough, and the oil's also taken on the garlic and the chili, then we'll add our prawns. So you could keep the prawns whole in their shells if you like it like that. I've decided to shell mine and just keep the tail piece on for presentation. And I'm only doing a half portion really today, because there's only me here to eat it. So that's 3 tapas, almost ready to go. We'll just let those cook for about 5 minutes more, and then we'll plate it all up. So, for our chorizo, we need around 250 grams of chorizo sausage sliced up, a tablespoon of olive oil, half a chopped onion, a clove of garlic sliced, 50 millilitres of red wine, 2 teaspoons of honey, and a teaspoon of parsley. For our garlic prawns, we need a dozen fresh prawns, 2 cloves of garlic thinly sliced, 100 millilitres of olive oil, half a teaspoon of chilli or 2 or 3 little dried chilies, a teaspoon of parsley, and a sprinkle of salt. And for our padron peppers, very simple, 250 grams of padron peppers, a tablespoon of olive oil, and a sprinkle of salt. Okay, so I think we're all done. So here's our prawns, you guys. It should just go into the bag like that. Chorizo in red wine and honey. Hasabin peppers. And then just as a finishing touch, add some peppers, some rock salt right at the top. There we are. 3 tapas. Ready to serve.
Entre flores, fandanguillo y alegría, nació mi España, la tierra del amor.